I have some thoughts, gang. I have some thoughts. First and foremost, I think this game is absolutely worth the fucking price tag, as I said before. It is genuinely fucking incredible. Just gonna realign the camera with the fucking... Come on. There we go. This game is fucking incredible. I've said it a bunch already. I think that this is one of those games where you are only ever going to get as much as you're willing to invest in it. That being said, it's really, really easy to get lost in this game. Between me running around looking for wood, chopping trees down, going and collecting iron, to finish out 2 requests for just some random fuck-ass guys that I met across my, journeys into town, to actually continuing on the main storyline, the powers that you get, the customization of the, like what you can do in the game, like attacking, like with swords, axes, whatever the fuck, martial arts. It is truly a fucking incredible, absolutely incredible experience, and this is just the early game shit. I'm assuming that the end game gets absolutely fucking insane, but this is easily one of those games that I can see 10 years down the line, there are people still discovering shit about it. Like, this is the same level of depth that I saw from, like, Baldur's Gate, and it is mind-boggling how deep this game is. And not just deep, but also wide. It is not, it's like the opposite of what No Man's Sky was, right? When No Man's Sky first launched, people were like, oh man, this is basically a puddle deep and like infinitely wide, but it's a puddle deep, right? This shit is, but, well, it's not the opposite, but like it is so expansive. Is it too overwhelming? I think it can be. Yeah, for sure. I think that when you look at the, like when you look at the map in game, right? I did 5 hours of just fucking around in this area alone. Just this area, right? There is a huge amount to this game. A huge amount, right? And to be told that to go from one end of the map to the other walking takes 4 hours, that does not surprise me at all. There is a lot in this game. Now, I think the thing that's going to really that's really going to be like the deciding factor is like, is this game consistently good or not? Like, is it like as a full product, is it good? Is the density here and the things that you can do the same as the density over here and the things that you can do, right? That's going to be the real, I guess, what is it? The real bar to measure up to. For me personally. Now, the fact that there's so much that I can do just in this small bit that I've explored, and again, most of it has just been here. This was just me running down south to pick up a single bounty that I found, right? Does the content stay consistent and interesting? Yeah. I'm hoping that it does. It seems that there's a lot to go into. We discovered a place that you can dye your own clothing, and you have to go and collect the stuff to dye your clothes, and it's fully customizable. You can change the brass color, like the metal color in your belt itself, the sash, the robe, the buttons on your robe. There is so much in this that it basically, the best way to describe this game is, it is legitimately a fantasy simulation world. Like, if you were to take the real world, condense it down into a video game, and then just put the fantasy spin on it, right? That's what this game is. So to light an arrow on fire, you have to put your arrow into a flame, right? It is not a video gamey game. This is a simulation of what it would be like to live in a fantasy world. That is the best way I can articulate what this experience has been for me today. Like, I love the fact that in order to light the arrow on fire, I have to hold the arrow over the flame. And like, I think that's going to be the factor as to whether or not people actually end up like diving into the game. Because it's not video gamey and it respects your intelligence as a person. Do you have the ability to think, can I do this? Maybe, let's try, right? That's what it's demanding of you. But it has less limitations than something like Baldur's Gate, so there's a lot more openness in what you're able to do. And in that, because you're limited by your own creativity and by your own imagination of what could be possible, a lot of people that get this game are going to be left wanting. However, if you're somebody that is able to invest in a game, like the way that I do, where I get lost in the world and I want to just keep exploring, keep turning over new rocks and just keep finding new things, grab a bunch of bugs, stuff them in a pot, see if I can make a cool potion out of it, that kind of shit, right? If you do that kind of shit, you're gonna have a great fucking time with this experience. And in the bit that I've done, I think it is fully worth, just in the bit that I've done alone, right? I think this game earns its price tag. I think this game absolutely earns its price tag because the surface level of what it has, and the fact that I've continued to see that as I've moved further and further away from the start of the game, that to me says that this thing is going to absolutely fucking go to distance. So I would be content with just running around in this world as it is right now, in this small space that I have uncovered, and just finding all the shit that I can do and exploring and finding new cool like pieces of gear, and new spells, new whatever, right? I'd be so content with that. I did get this game for free. Thank you for sponsoring this fucking stream, Crimson Desert. Thank you very much. This was a fucking absolute delight and a joy to be a part of. That being said, are we going to get to continue playing this tomorrow? No. We have Death Stranding on deck. Death Stranding 2 on deck, and I want to finish that before I do anything else. This is absolutely a game that I will come back to just to rot in. This is 100% a game that I was like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what I'm going to stream today. This is a game that I could just jump into and just go exploring and just see what the fuck we find. And that's not like this is all saying without encountering a single boss or a single like end game mechanic of any kind. Just from the exploration alone, this shit bangs. The little bit that I have seen from like bosses and stuff like that does look really fucking cool, but it's also a game that's going to be like, it's completely at your own pace. So I could spend the next 20 hours just doing what I'm doing now and just trying to get my rank up so I can try and get more like commendations so I can get better loot or better gear or whatever. Or I could just mainline the story and just start beating my face into bosses and have fun that way. Either way, the only complaint is the odd nature of the keybinds, which I will just get used to with time, but that is not a matter of the game. That's not a criticism of the game. It's more so this game has so much in it that it has to challenge the keybind system, I guess, that is typical in a game like The Witcher or like Dark Souls or anything like that. And it's just something you're gonna have to get used to. But if you love the game, if you love the experience, you're gonna be more than willing to do that. So that's it, man. That's the long and short. That's what I got. This shit fucking bangs. I loved it. I'm gonna keep playing it off stream and on stream. It is a next gen immersive sim, 100%. Abso-fucking-lutely. Abso-fucking-lutely.